Shipping is capital intensive, whether you are acquiring the ship or you are building the ship or even to operate the ship itself. It is very, very expensive. I remember the other day I was on the Nigerian Navy ship, Kada, and the captain of the ship said something that struck my heart. He said, for the ship to set sail, you have to fill in 330,000 liters of fuel. Not 300, not 3,000, not 30,000, but 330,000. So you see, when we say that shipping is capital intensive, best believe that it is actually capital intensive. This brings us to today's topic, ship finance. So what is ship finance? Ship finance refers to the way or the ways in which ship owners raise funds in order to purchase, build, or even operate their ship. This can actually be done through, taking of loans, leasing, either you lease your ship or equity financing, whichever one. It all boils down to ship financing. How do we get funds? How do we purchase our ship? How do we everything? You know how you can use a property as collateral when you want to take loan. Let's say, for example, you want to buy a particular property and then you don't have the entire money or you don't have the money at all to buy that property. And then you meet a bank, let's say GT Bank. You say, GT Bank, oh, I want to buy this particular property, but I don't have money. But this is how it's going to be. People give me the money for this property. But then the property itself is going to be the collateral. So you are taking loan from GT Bank to get the property, Abi. And then if you default to pay that loan as stipulated in your contract with GT Bank will take that property that you mortgaged. The same way you do it in property transaction, that's how you do it in shipping business. What this goes to show is that I can actually decide to own a vessel and mortgage the vessel. And also, the same way you register mortgages is the way you register a ship mortgage. And remember, a registered mortgage always take priority. Now, the reason why registration is important is because as long as it is registered and I have not discharged, my obligation to GT Bank, GT Bank still has authority over that ship. GT Bank still has rights over that ship. And if I default, GT Bank will come and carry the ship. And there are different laws in Nigeria that actually backs, this ship financing. We have the Merchant Shipping Act of 2007. Now, that Merchant Shipping Act, talks about the creation and registration of ship mortgages, how a registered ship mortgage takes priority over the unregistered ones. We have the Companies and Allied Matters Act, CAMA. It talks about, the registration of charges by Nigerian companies, by charges including ship mortgages, right? And this registration is done with the Corporate Affairs Commission. We also have the Admiralty Jurisdiction Act, which confers jurisdiction on the Federal High Court. So that means if there's any issue that relates to, ship mortgages, it has to be settled by the Federal High Court. Now, one last thing before I go, this ship mortgage actually follows a ship wherever the ship goes. So don't think, oh, you're going to buy a ship through this loan thing and then you will not sell it to another person. My dear, if I like, let me buy the ship through GT Bank and sell it to someone in China. The mortgage follows that particular ship to China. So yes, registration is very important because once it is registered, anywhere the ship goes, the mortgage follows the ship. Hello everyone, my name is Vera Enubianozo. Welcome to day 26 of my Maritime Law series.